Good morning, everybody. Welcome to About Time. It's Karan. It's
Hey,
top of
Karan.
Let's go KH, and I'm here with my boy who's very eager to talk. Hello, Christopher.
Hello. How are
How
you?
are you? How are you, Christopher?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good, good. So today we're going to be talking about some old pieces that were in fashion. It's basically blasts from the past. I know, Wilson, it has been a while. And I just realized something. I did last night. I forgot to say when you were, all over Tom Brady, I figured out why you actually like Tom Brady. Does anybody have guesses? Chris, do you have a guess?
I do.
Actually like Tom Brady?
I have a good idea.
Okay, what is your good idea?
Well, I know Wilson's from Detroit, and
Okay.
Ann Arbor is just a short drive away. So Mr. Brady played at Michigan.
Okay.
He's quite a legend there.
I think there's a little more to it than just Wilson being from Michigan. After all, he's a deflated ball. So,
dang it! I thought I got
it. Wilson is a deflated ball.
that makes sense. Yeah,
it makes sense.
I don't know why I thought the other thing.
Exactly. Hi, Kim. Thank you for joining in. I know you're flying. Don't make the airplane. I bet you started laughing on that one. And everybody must be looking at you. Anyway, so today's topic is Blast from the Past. We're talking about timepieces that were in fashion, and some may still exist in the collection, meaning doesn't exist, but those styles don't. Models, yeah, something's going. I can't even
like that
saying anymore. But yeah, so actually, before we start talking about some watches, I actually realized also that back in the day, in the 90s and 2000s, it was a lot more easier to get rectangular, square, and tonneau-shaped watches.
Actually, someone
almost every brand did it. So I just made a little video. So let's go. And pardon me because some of the names didn't fit in the screen, but this is for you guys. Take a look. All right. So, Chris, that reminded me, I believe you have one of those timepieces on. So do you want to show everybody the Glashütte that you have on today?
I have the Carré. It's the perpetual model.
That's beautiful. So that Carré was stunning, actually. That perpetual has 4 different colors on the dot.
Yeah.
It's red, yellow, black, and white to tell you basically what year it is, right? Yes, those were some interesting pieces. Like I did apologize earlier, Wilson, that some of the names didn't fit.
Vacheron, that's the sister brand of Vacheron.
Like exactly.
Tudor Rolex.
So there were some interesting pieces there. The Bulgari Rattanglo was one. There was one very interesting piece which opened from the top. It was Piaget's first stainless steel piece. Back in the day, Piaget never did stainless steel pieces. So that was called the Upstream. Of course, the Cabaret by Lange as well. The Upstream opened literally from top. Yeah. Just like how I think the Tiger Woods Tag Heuer did the same thing too.
Oh, wow. And there's a Kontiki. I can't remember who made it, but it opens that way too.
Right. They did add the we. Actually, the we is added in the next video, followed by us when Nick picks starts up. And we've talked about those pieces, but let's bring up some pieces that people used to love and they don't make anymore. So let's start with Baume & Mercier. Chris, I know it'll take you a little bit of time to find some pieces.
Sure.
But look, the Capeland S, and can we share screen, please?
Yes.
This was one watch that I personally own and I love. I think it was one of the finest timepieces, and Baume & Mercier probably chose to make a mistake by discontinuing it. So, yeah, let's put that up.
Let's do that.
Mega Wilson. Yep, there it is. So, guys, in the chat, if you want to comment on these watches, Chris, we can show the watch full instead of just halfway on the right-hand side.
Yep.
Okay. No, you could have kept it on that screen and brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It changes the.
There you go. Yeah. So that was a gorgeous watch. It was a slate gray dial with black. It was like how the Stratus gray Navitimer is with the black subdials. Beautiful watch, high polished, and it was tight. This one was titanium and steel, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks, a little matte.
They did a Destro as well, which was the left-handed, which was limited, very limited actually. Yeah, so that was one. And
was that did that sit kind of in the middle of their collection?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. This watch was about $3,500.
Yeah.
Or now it's showing at $4,495, which that's why you should never believe online prices. Yeah. Baume & Mercier made some very interesting watches. They made some great watches for women too, called the Linea. If you want to put that, bring that up also, which was very popular. You can use the same page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put a search instead of copying. Yeah. Baume & Mercier Linea, ladies Linea, gorgeous one. These are pieces that I personally like. So, and I want to
Linea.
Linea, Linea. Yep. If you want to go to images, there you go.
On this,
no, the metal bands, and they came with additional straps which you could clip on as well. Yeah, beautiful piece as well. Did very well. Sadly, they've retired these pieces. Yeah. And so these are pieces that, like I said, I liked. One of my other favorite chronographs, which I lusted for years, is in the, everybody may have seen. Let me remove us for a second. Is that one, the Bulgari, it was called the Sport Linea at that point as well, chronograph, which Al Pacino wore in the movie Heat, and Val Kilmer wore in basically The Saint. That watch, when Al Pacino wore it, it was in quartz. The day it was released in automatic, I purchased it. I did, and love that watch, actually, till date. Sorry if you can hear Saint in the background. But another watch that was very popular in solid gold, again, one of my favorite pieces, was a Bulgari Scuba Chrono.
I can
Loved that watch. if you want to pull that up, Chris, as well.
Okay, I see. There's
a chrono on a rubber.
On the okay.
Yeah. Just so you guys can see. Here you go. This was my Bulgari chrono.
On the wrist.
There you go. Wow. Who has landlines anymore?
I guess I do. It's a blast from the past.
It is. It is. It is a beautiful.
That is cool. It looks similar to. There's a newer model of it. What is it called? It's not the Bulgari, but
they do a scuba as well. They always did the scuba without the chrono. They still do that one.
Okay.
But the chrono they don't. This was a whole piece of gold.
Oh,
I mean, if you could actually see the thickness of this watch,
yeah,
it's one of the most solid pieces you could find.
What was the price of it when it was released?
I seriously can't remember. It must have been 14,000 at that time.
Yeah,
which felt a lot of money. Today's day and age, it doesn't, because steel watches are that much.
Yeah. So what was the movement they used? Was
this, funny enough, in the chronos back in the day were Girard-Perregaux movements.
Oh, wow.
Used a lot of Girard-Perregaux movements in the chronograph, and also Girard-Perregaux also supplied the first tourbillon movement for Panerai, the triple bridge. Yeah. The first tourbillon Panerai made, not the one from the back a lot of people are used to seeing.
Yeah.
So, but a beautiful watch. Yeah, so the bezel pops. Yes, it does, Kim. All right, so going back to, let's see, another timepiece. Chopard. Chopard, a lot of people may think I'll be talking about the Mille Miglia, which is not correct. Men's watches with Chopard that were made back then was the Stade, which was gorgeous. GSTAAD, like the place in Switzerland. Chopard Stade. The ladies and men's watches, and the Saint Moritz, which were gorgeous as well. They did extremely well. So if you want to,
the ladies one is coming up.
Yeah, you can post the ladies ones. It's fine. The style is more important. They were still very good. In fact, Chopard used to be mainly, for women.
Right. Let's pull it up.
Yeah. Go easy on the clicking, mate. Go easy on the clicking.
Sorry.
Yeah. It hurts the ears. Yes, that was the Stade. Beautiful watch. And then you can pull up Saint Moritz, Chopard as well. Very true, Nick. A lot of them must have been melted down, actually. Wolfgang, I'll tell you where that watch is. It's the Bulgari is unfortunately not with me in my possession. It was part of a settlement, as I can put it correctly. It was handed away. Do you want to pull up the Saint Moritz?
I'm pulling it up.
You could use the same page. You don't have to close it. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, the Saint Moritz and Chopard made also a watch called the Imperial. These were the blue one, that blue chrono at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you click on that, there, yeah, that was actually a fantastic seller.
Is it kind of, they kind of based the Alpine Eagles on them, right?
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Yeah. They've changed the name, so that's what it was. Because the last time I saw the Alpine Eagle, I said, wait, that's the Saint Moritz.
Yeah.
I said, no, what are you talking about? So
they didn't. Yeah, they don't really mention it that much in their marketing.
Exactly. Yeah, so that was what sold a lot. Bulgari did also some beautiful ladies' pieces, which were the Chibogast, now turned into the Serpenty with the snake head, but it used to be a round watch, and the parentheses. Then there was another chronograph. If you notice, I'm sticking to a lot of chronographs here because these were very popular. One of the best-selling chronographs back then, you guys may hate the name today, but it was by Ebel, and it was called the La Modulaire. Le Modulaire. Ebel, Le, L-E. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no.
Chronograph, yes. Yeah. There you go.
Blue one?
That blue one. Actually, the white and silver dial, if you keep going a little further down, you see that one, the white with the silver dial? No, go further down. There's another version. There you go, on the right-hand side. Let's see the one on the right. Yeah. Oh, that's the steel and gold one. But the white with the silver steel was also a very popular watch. This is based on the 1911 case. It turned into a 1911 eventually. They left the name Le Modulaire. It was actually rated as one of the top chronographs, in comparison to what you call it, the El Primero.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so these were very popular because the Daytona was very popular also during this era. And Ebel was one of the first brands, high-end brands, to go 5 years. And that time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Rolex was lifetime. But Ebel was the one that gave you a 5-year warranty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you scroll down a little, keep going, you'll see a box and warranty somewhere. Keep going. There. No, you miss it. Go up. Go on the right here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't show the warranty on there. There's one that shows the warranty and it says 5 years. Yeah, Wolfgang, you know what? Funny enough, it was bought by Movado. And then I think somebody else picked it up. So it's not, it's still owned by Movado, if I'm not mistaken. If you want to go to the orange one, I think Nick likes it. If you want to click and go up there. Yeah, but there's a better picture of the orange right on top. There you go.
That is nice.
Yeah, so there's Ebel for you. So there's Bulgari, Ebel, what else? So if you want to pull up we can talk about the Vacheron.
Malt?
No, not the malt. We can talk about the Toledo and the Royal Eagle, which we feature. If you want to put the Royal Eagle up. There you go. That was also a very popular watch. Very similar movement to the overseas chrono with the big date.
What movement were they using at this time?
It's a Vacheron movement.
The Vacheron movement?
Yeah. A lot of people mistake also the initial overseas dual time to be actually a Jaeger movement. It is incorrect. It was a Vacheron movement, the first movement. Yeah. A lot of people, there was a huge article in Watch Time back then saying, you know.
It's a rumor. Yeah.
So the Royal Eagle was nice. And then the Toledo was very popular. These were very popular as well. If you want to pull up the Toledo, Toledo. Yeah. Which you saw in the picture earlier as well. It was square.
Oh, wow.
with the full calendar.
They had different, I guess, movements and complications for these.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, the most popular one was the full calendar with the phases of the moon. Yeah. This case actually was so good looking when you put it on. Because of that three-dimensional look, you know, where the square is smaller. And then,
yeah, that is cool.
It was very pretty. Then what else was popular?
Looks pretty thin.
I'm sorry?
It looks pretty thin. I think the stepping makes it like a larger size, but more wearable.
Correct. Why don't you go to the time only on the gentleman's wrist? Because Wolfgang says he likes that. Yeah.
That is nice. When did they stop making this?
This should have been stopped basically in 2005, 2006, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that like around when rectangular and square cases sort of became a little less popular? Or was that?
That's the thing. So certain brands obviously stuck with them because Cartier was known for it.
Right. And like Jaeger.
Jaeger
yeah.
Verso was known for it. Bon Messier stuck with the Hampton. But
yeah, they've had it for a while.
Longines, of course, definitely did the Dolce Vita, was it? Yeah, the Dolce Vita. But yeah, all of these brands just stopped suddenly. Like, very hard to find a square or rectangular men's Vacheron today. The Gondolo doesn't sell as much, as you know, with Patek. Mm-hmm. There was I don't know if you can pull this up, if it shows up. Look up Patek Pagora. It was a whole set. Patek Philippe's Pagora. Pagoda. There you go. Da. But that's fine. So this was a whole set of watches. Actually, I think there were 5 of them. Oh, sorry, 6 of them. 3 men, 3 ladies. If you want to scroll down.
Oh.
All right, Chris.
Okay, which one?
Yeah. So if that case was very unique too.
Yeah, it's very like scalloped.
Correct.
So were did you notice people less interested in rectangular watches, or was it just the brands wanted to move in a different direction?
Well, you know, brands don't choose to move in the different direction if it doesn't if it continues. Yeah, so to be very fair, if the watches don't sell, the brands.
But did you know? Yeah, you noticed that at the store.
You know, when people look at that, think about timepieces, they think about a round face.
Yeah.
So that's why. Another one of my favorite pieces, and I wish, I almost, and I pray, and they did try to relaunch this particular collection, and it was by Blancpain. It was, if you want to put the Le Mans collection, Leman. Yeah. And one of my favorite pieces in that collection was the Alarm, which Breguet uses that movement in their Reveal the Tsar, which is their alarm. So Breguet uses a Blancpain movement. That watch right there, Chris, on top in steel, but they made a rose gold version. Yeah, that one's the movement. That's the Alarm.
Yeah.
But they made a rose gold with a black rubber. And of course, as you know, every chronograph by Blancpain in the Le Mans chronograph as well, and as in the Bathyscaphe or the 50 Fathoms, it is a flyback chrono. So the Le Mans chronograph in all steel, if you want to scroll down, you'll see a few pieces.
Just the standard chrono?
Yeah, the standard chrono with the metal band. No, that's not the standard chrono. Yeah.
This one? Le Mans flyback?
What's that? Yeah, that one, but it's on a metal band. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, actually, Daniel, that was a very pretty watch. That is the combination in the Le Mans flyback in gold with the black. That one's featuring looks like the leather band. No, Chris, in the center.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, beautiful combination. Yeah.
I wish they still kind of had
they
that.
They tried to launch it about 5 years ago and relaunch it, and then it just.
Yeah, they need a little. I think they need a little more diversity in their lineup, anyway.
Right. Then another very popular watch that just fell off the radar. I never sold the brand then, was the Omega Constellation in square. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Chris.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Square Omega Constellation.
Oh yeah, yeah. This I've seen. They used to make it in the 70s or something.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about the little more modern one, the ladies one with the diamond bezel
Oh,
right at the bottom.
yeah,
The more modern one.
yeah. That is.
That used to sell. I used to see a lot of people wearing that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like just a bracelet that has a watch on it. So it kind of like.
So this watch, and if you put Beaumessier's Catwalk and Chaumet's Cassis, yeah, these were very popular.
Oh yeah, I see a very
Yeah.
similar design. The diamond. Do they all have diamonds on the?
Diamond dial. There were diamond bezels, and then put Chaumet's Cassis, Khesis, Chaumet,
How do you spell?
Hesis, K.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
Right there. Yeah, these were very, very.
That is cool. It's got the Neptune kind of.
Yeah.
Bracelet.
Rice bead, basically. The rice bead bracelet.
Rice bead, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And these were the popular watches, though. And
yeah,
today, these absolutely wouldn't sell.
But it's very, I think 90s doesn't have as much of a distinct design, but I think this does feel very 90s to me.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then there was, if you can look up Girard-Perregaux's Ferrari WWTC.
Really testing my spelling. What Ferrari?
WWTC. You know how to spell WWTC?
Does that start with a K or?
WWTC starts with a K.
I'm joking. What? How do? It is not.
You're correct, Chris.
I know. I'm not. I'm trying to
press enter, please.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
You can click on any. Yeah, so Girard-Perregaux was one of the first brands that merged with Ferrari. Then it went to Panerai, of course, where Panerai just actually clicked the picture with the box. That box was beautiful.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, you want to?
Oh, that is an amazing box.
You want to enlarge it?
Is that a lacquer kind of look?
Yes. Would you like to enlarge it?
I'm doing that. Let me.
You can press visit.
I did. Yeah, it opens in a new tab.
Correct.
Yeah. Hold
on. Gerard Butler.
Slightly more popular Gerard.
Yeah, so it covered the box again.
Is it a lacquer kind of?
It was a great finish, and it was one of the first partnerships, and then it went to, after Panerai went to Hublot. And I don't know, Panerai and Hublot keep changing their brands. It's so hard to, their partnerships, so it's so hard to, I believe now Panerai is with Luna Rossa when Hublot was there. But yeah, this watch was one of the best world times I've seen out there with a chronograph.
Yeah, there's so much information, but you can see
it. Very clean dial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did any of the other Ferrari collaborations have a box that was like that?
Yeah, the Panerai box was nice too. So Panerai had two boxes as well. One in red, which is I think the Gran Turismo, and the Scuderia was the yellow. I think the one without the shield was the prancing horse without the shield or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Or the other way around. The red one was the Gran Turismo, and then the yellow one was called the Scuderia for some reason. Then there was a very popular brand that you guys may have never heard of, and it was called Delma, D-E-L-M-A. And there was a very high-end timepiece. And at that point, I believe it was only given to Patek Philippe retailers, but it was called the Klondike.
It's a Tonneau, or
both, but there was a Tonneau shaped one too. That's correct. Right there. Yep. Very, very popular. The Samandal, the Champagne dial, rather, one was also very,
That kind of, yeah. I think this is a little more.
very limited. Also, there was a mother of pearl men's watch, round moon full calendar, I think. They were about $9,000 at that time. Very expensive.
Yeah. What's happening with the brand now?
I don't know. Honestly,
not around
much about it. There used to be a very popular series called the Versailles, which in Kentucky they say Versailles. If you'd like to pull that up, I think they've changed the look of that watch. You can just put Delma Versailles. Yeah. Not Godiva. You're not going back to
Versailles, like the place.
SAILLES. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So if you go down, those were him. But as much as no one will like this watch, it bloody sold.
It's very distinct.
Yeah.
It's definitely quartz, I want to say, right?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely quartz. Yeah. So those were a few brands. What else was it? I thought of a lot, actually. I'm trying to remember my stores and what all they made. So let's pull up a very popular brand back in the day when rubber with diamonds, Techno Marine.
Oh, they still exist.
But put the rubber strap with diamonds. Space, yeah. But that's okay. No, put rubber strap.
Oh, rubber.
Okay, some of them are here. That's fine. Yeah, not those, but yeah, those were very popular too, with the changing of the straps and everything. Technomarine was dead. You know what was a great seller, Chris? You see the one that says right above, just right on top, on the right-hand side. Next one, on the right. Yes, that one. Yeah, that was the full pavé diamond, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
They sold.
I know, that's a lot of fun. They're real diamonds.
Yeah, they were $3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah. Wow, they were $3,000 to $4,000 back then, and they were real diamonds.
Yeah.
It's actually not bad.
See you, Kim. Safe travels or safe landing.
That's actually pretty good. Like, you can get a lot of diamonds for the money there.
That's a very interesting question Nick put up there. To be 30 years from now, if I'm alive, I would definitely let you know that the current steel sports models wouldn't exist. We won't be talking about those for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone, sell your steel watches.
Yeah.
Is there any that like, what do you think would be reissued if it was in 30 years? Like what they're doing now with all the Nautilus and Royal Oak.
Correct. Nautilus never came out. So
no, I know, but like, what, I guess if they were to do a reissue, like how Tudor is making sort of similar homages, is there anything new that came out?
Well, Glashütte did the 70s back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, they've come out with the green dial again in the 60s, this time on a chronograph. So
but you don't think the designs from this decade would be a popular one to have, in 30 years?
Very difficult to tell you right now.
Yeah. I don't know how many designs like this or something would be very popular in 20, 30 years.
Correct. Very true. None of these could, probably. We might stop wearing timepieces in 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, just the way it's going.
Exactly.
So
yeah. Very true, David. Very true. Do agree on that. What else was there? I'm trying to just remember a few more brands. I had written them down, but I left that paperwork at work. So I'm trying
is there
to
any like special
brand. Oh yes, actually, this particular brand still makes the watch, but now unfortunately in steel. But if you go with the vintage, there were two watches in this brand, three actually watches in this brand. Of course, the classic Piaget Polo, Polo. Go ahead, Polo. Yeah, with the lines going straight through.
Yeah.
Now they make different watches. Then there was Piaget's Tanagra, which was extremely popular in men's and ladies. TANA. Yeah, men's. This watch was so heavy in men's.
In the round or the
round? Yeah, it was so heavy in all gold.
That looks so cool.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Great feel to it. And then the Piaget's Dancer.
And these sold pretty well?
Very well. So you've got to remember, in the 90s, 18-karat yellow gold was very popular.
Right.
Very popular. The ladies' watch in the Dancer used to advance by 1 hour. You know, like how the Tissot does also, or T-Touch.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the Breitling Evo. Yeah. Beautiful watches. They sold lovely. And then Concord was a very popular brand. Concord did the Delirium, which you saw. It was called, it was one of the thinnest watches ever made at that time. It was razor thin. And then they made a watch called the Mariner and the Saratoga. See that ultra thin movement?
Yeah, that's got to be a couple millimeters.
Yeah.
What was the next watch?
But Mariner, Mariner. Yeah. So this will remind you of some very popular watches today. Go to the blue one, yeah. That shape.
Yeah.
Obviously was during that era where GP's Laureato, Baume's Riviera, AP, all of them were popular. And then put Saratoga.
That was a little early for its time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this could have done really well.
It did very well.
Yeah, but it's crazy that it's not like this revolutionary design nowadays.
Well, so if you notice, this was actually one of the first watches that had that kind of a stem and a crown before even Panerai came back to the car.
Yeah, and then they just went. So this came out before?
Yeah, the Saratoga was out before.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was not out before Panerai, but it was popular in the States. And Panerai came in 99. The Concord was
right. In terms of popularity.
Yeah. So they made a beautiful white gold Saratoga. I still remember white gold on bracelet with diamonds all the way.
And that's they still make this?
I don't know if Concord makes these kind of watches anymore unless they've come back.
Yeah. It might. I think it might have come back because it says here it's a 40 millimeter steel.
Yeah, so this is probably the new iteration. Yeah. Now, if you want to show everybody the Tag Heuer, Wolfgang brought up Tag Quartz. Put up the Tiger Woods golf watch. Yep.
Tiger Woods edition.
Yeah. So that also opened from the front.
Oh yeah, I totally the square one or the round one?
The square one, yeah. That was built to play golf. It was quartz.
Oh yeah, I totally remember that.
Yeah, and that also opened just like the Piaget upstream from right up front.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. So you notice there's where it says Tag Heuer.
Yeah.
You see that button on the right
that
corner.
could unlock it.
That, yeah, the two buttons on the side unlocked it. See, if you keep going, scrolling down, maybe they'll show you a picture of how it opened. There, one more down. There you go. You missed it.
Yeah, I see it.
Go up. No, not there. Go up one. One more. Keep going. Keep going. There's a 3 picture right there. There you go.
Was that just so you could, like, that's how you put it on?
Yeah, that's how you put it.
Oh, that is really clever.
Yeah. Yep, and the left-hand crown. Very true.
So they never kept that mechanism around.
No, because it had the name attached, and when he was done or taken off,
yeah, when he lost his
they had to take the watch out. Yeah.
Oh man, because he was tied to that mechanism too.
I don't think he was tied to the mechanism, but I think that was unique to him, and I don't think there has been or there will be another as popular golfer.
Yeah,
for a very long time. So
it's too attached to him and the watch. Wow, that is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Do you own any of these that you've brought up?
I do have a Piaget Polo, but not that old a Polo.
A more modern, with the same, that not the new Polos, but
Bulgari, of course, I used to own as well. Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, you're right, Wilson. He does. Yeah.
A Bryson watch?
No. Tiger wears a James Cameron now, is what Wilson said.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, so there were a few pieces. There was a lovely Bulgari. It reminds me of Spider-Man. I don't know why, but if you put Bulgari Solo Tempo, SOLOTEMPO. Yeah.
Not the regular.
Just, regular. There you go. There.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's definitely has their design language.
Yeah. Did very well also. It was very inexpensive. It was like $1,100 or something on the level. It was the entry level Bulgari.
It's kind of interesting. A lot of these really more out there designs were very quartz, and I feel like nowadays they would try to make an automatic version. Was that not as much of a conscious thing for customers back when these were out?
Very true. So people used to, when Patek was not as popular as it is today, it was still out there, of course. The real watch connoisseurs knew about the brand.
Yeah.
People bought mechanical watches in Patek and so
those brands and Rolex.
With Bulgari, with Baume & Mercier, with let's say Baume & Mercier was a great brand.
Yeah, it was very design focused.
Yeah, and they didn't care about as much. People didn't care about buying a quartz. Like if you look at the earlier Rivieras by Baume & Mercier, or even the Hampton Malay, those were sold very well in quartz models too. Ebel's Sports Classic, if you want to pull that up, that was a very, very popular watch. I mean,
I remember I did see this about 8 years ago. Just someone wearing it. So.
Well, if you want to zoom into one of the older models, these are newer, go down a little. Okay, so zoom into that lady's watch right there. No, the right one. Yeah, right, that one. So that was, it had 4 screws on top.
Yeah.
Actually, the watch used to open from the top. And we would sell this watch, and then we'd have the additional diamond bezels sitting down and even different color dials in the drawer. And anybody could choose, and we just pop the top open.
Oh yeah, so you could custom it, kind of.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bracelet's really interesting. So it kind of there's gaps in between.
Well, so this watch was very interesting, right? The bezel and the crown was solid gold, 18 karat. The links were steel and 22 karat filled, gold plated
inside, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't, I guess, wear out as much.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting design.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you want to see an interesting design by Ebel? Put Ebel Shanta, Shanta, or Shanti. Yeah, just put that. Yeah, put that up. Let's see.
Oh, that. So it had. Wait, do they all have this
cover?
Cover.
Yeah.
So is there one with it on? Oh, here.
Yep. Sold very well. 18 karat solid gold. And you know, in those days, the beauty was when you felt a solid gold, all gold bracelet watch also, it had weight.
Yeah.
I mean, solid weight. It was not hollow. Yeah. It was great.
That's hard to read when it's like faces on.
It was not meant to be read when the face is on, Chris.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to be worn as a bracelet, and whenever you want to check the time, you do flip.
Okay.
Right, Chris?
Yeah, yeah.
I bet it was very hard to read because you can't see the damn face.
You can look really closely.
Anyway, so that was it. I mean, I just hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to end the show pretty early today because I have to rush to work. And of course, as now it's going to be pretty consistent that at 10:15, after our show is done today as well, at 10:15 today, Nick Spick starts. Today he is reviewing the Vacheron 4500V, which is the overseas stainless steel blue dial. As always, during the review, the live chats will be on, and you guys can always, comment there. So we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Right. Thank you all for joining. And, of course, as usual, before leaving, we have to give it the customer. That was because you couldn't see the face while the cover is closed.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you, as always, for joining.
See you next week.
Can subscribe to Nick's Picks as well. And also, we have 2 episodes on. We did, of course, yesterday. We put up 2 episodes for about food. I'm sorry about the editing on the second video. Completely not Chris's. So for a change. So see you guys then. Take care. Bye.